Hello there guys, this is SCV Bears and I'm back with another deck profile for you guys from my Cardfight Vanguard series right now. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I know I am. So for today we got Genesis with my Oracle Queen Himiko deck with the new setup. Basically the updated version of this deck. I'm only missing about 2 cards from this deck, and that's because one of them is pretty expensive right now, so I don't really want to get that card. But I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe down below. If you want to be notified from my videos, hit that bell down below to be notified when my videos upload. Hope you guys like this video, and let's get started. So, normal starter, draw a card when we're on pod, and second, good equip shield. Normal grade 3 setup. I don't have that many grade 3s. Not really know what to play a lot. So for right now, I'm just playing 4 Himikos and 4 Himiko reverse. So this deck is one of my favorites, and I really started playing before it even got competitive and stuff with the Aegis Seal. That's a Regalia support. I do not have that card. The grade 3 is just too expensive right now for me. So I got this deck instead, or this version instead. So Oracle Queen Himiko deck is a very good and consistent deck. Its ability, Oracle Queen Himiko, on Vanguard, once per turn, you can soul blast 5 cards and put 1 crit or 1 draw from your soul to the bottom of your deck, and then you choose your opponent's Vanguard, and for each grade that Vanguard has, you get to trigger that trigger effect that you put on the bottom of your deck that many times. So if your opponent's Vanguard is 3, you activate the trigger effect 3 times. If your opponent's Vanguard is 2, you activate it 2 times. And so on. If they're 4, you can get that activated 4 times, but that's a very rare case. So mostly Soul Blast 6 to gain 3 trigger effects is really good. That power up is also just amazing. Add 3 criticals to the front row, all 3 criticals, and 30,000 power to the Vanguard is just a really strong ability. So that consistency, if you can activate it from your deck, is really good. And then we have the new card for Himiko, Demise Queen Himiko reverse. She's pretty good. Versus versed in defense and offense. Mostly we like it because of the defense ability of this. But her ability is at the end of battle, at the end of turn, while she's in hand, and your Vanguard is a Himiko, so it can also be Himiko reverse, and your trigger effects activated 2 or more times this turn. You put all your Vanguards into soul, and you write her and rest. So you gain another imaginary gift, and you gain her defensive skill. And a defensive skill and attacking skill is a second ability, which is when she attacks or is attacked, you counterboss 1, choose a critical or draw like Himiko reversed, Oracle Queen Himiko did, and you call that card as a lock card to your rear guards, and for each lock card you have on the field, you gotta activate that card that many times. So if you have a draw card in her soul, put a draw to this lock card, and you draw a card for each lock, which is 1. Sorry about that. Back to the video, deck profile. That's my grade 3 setup. Get on to the grade 2s. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here are the grade 2s. We were on the 4, Prometheus of Dancing Light for its ability. 4 of this Overpower Grade 2, somewhat. Mostly best card in my deck. And then 4 Gleipnirs. Don't know what that's. Repeller? Venus Switch. So we run 4 Prometheus of Dancing Light because when it's placed on Vanguard or Rear, which is also a good thing to have Vanguard, right, target, which is this, you get to look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one to the soul, and put the other on top. And then when your Vanguard attacks, it gains 5k and your Vanguard gains 5k. Okay, no. When this card attacks, not your Vanguard. When this card attacks, your Vanguard gains 5k in this card. So a little bit of extra power boost and extra soul and kind of oracle manipulation or revolution to say. Gleipnir is in here for catching cards from the soul back into your hand, because when he's placed on rearguard or Vanguard, forgot about that. You soul charge 1, then choose a card from your soul and add it to your hand. And then when it attacks on rearguard, you soul blast any card and it gains 10k. The 10k is sometimes not there because you don't have enough soul sometimes, but it does come in handy when you do have the soul and you just need the extra power bonus. How do you say, a Venus Switch card? When it's placed on rearguard, this is a rearguard mostly card, you choose a trigger from your drop zone and put in the soul, which is good for adding those triggers from the drop back on the soul to activate them again. And then when he's on rearguard, when this card attacks, you counterblast 1, choose one of your units, any unit, so your Vanguard included, and it gains power and critical of that card. So if you use himiko skill, that 30k plus 3 critical to herself, you can add 30k and 3 critical to this card if you target himiko. So sometimes spreading power while this is on the field you don't want to do. So you mostly want to not spread power because an extra 30k plus 3 critical attack is really overpowered. Somewhat overpowered. Mostly in the Yggdrasil, because Yggdrasil makes multi attacks. But on to the next cards. So we have 4 Mythic Beast Skulls, Witch of Oranges, Apple Witch Cider, and Arctic White Breast Witch. We just got done with a witch deck profile, but a lot of witches are in this deck. Yeah, that's Oracle they take for you. So standard, 1 cards from the soul, or soul blasted actually. Yeah, 1 soul blast. This turn, this card gains 5k, and when on plays, look at the top 5 at a grade 3. It was really needed because you don't have a lot of grade 3s, and you need a lot of key grade 3s in your deck to add back to the hand. Witch of Oranges, it's a really good card. When it's on rearguard, you take, after it boosts the rearguard, you put it in the card to boost it to the soul to draw 1 card. And then when it's placed from the drop zone from the soul, you could blind this card and then add choose 2 cards. One of those goes to the bottom of the deck and the other one goes in the soul. So it's good to add soul back, triggers back to the soul, or any card back to the soul, and then more consistency off of that. Same thing with Prometheus of Dancing Light. When this is placed on Vanguard or Rear, look at the top 2, put 1 to the soul, and put the other on top of the deck. And then when this one's the one your Vanguard 3 attacks, choose one of your Vanguards and this unit gains 5k. So that's what I got confused from earlier. Apple Witch Cider, which is a really good card in this deck. Mostly you want to use its first skill. Mostly because when at the end of the boost, so it can even be the first turn, you may soul charge 1, and then return this to the hand. Or you can soul charge too. I think you have to choose not. You don't have to soul charge at all with this, but you mostly want to soul charge because this is a Genesis deck. So most of the time I soul charge too, just to keep more cards in the soul. But you can choose a soul charge one to add this back to the hand, because its second ability is for that, which is when it's placed on the Guardian, put a card from your hand to the soul, and then for each 2 cards in your soul, it gains 5k shield. So if there's 6 cards in soul, it gains 15k shield. So that way you don't lose too easily. This is a force deck, so you have the 4 crits and 2 extra, so 6. Since we need draws in this deck, and consistently we have 6 draws as well. And the 4 heals. So that's my run up for this deck. I really enjoy this deck the most. It's one of my favorite ones of all. And just tell me how you guys see it. I think my grade 3 lineup needs to be changed the most, mostly. But I just can't use Yujusho, so don't comment on using Yujusho Regalia in a grade 2. So that's about it. Anything else I would take comments on what else to play and what else to use, and what to take out and what not to take out. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you do, and have a great day. Thank you.